cyagenze neza cyane kuko twagize umugisha wo kwakira bamwe mu bahanzi bavuye mu Rwanda baje ni abakobwa b'impanga bajya baririmba indirimbo z'umuco nyarwanda. Ikindi twabashije Anje na Pamela yega amazina yari yagiye. Ikindi twagize ibihe byiza kuba twabashije kuba twabisoje neza kandi byakozwe neza.
Value and the citizens are always at the center of government action. Even though women have made huge strides towards this mindset, we must remain vigilant.
Muraho bahaye ikaze, nizere ko mumeze neza, nanjye meze neza. N'utameze neza Nyagasani amworohereze. Kuri uyu munsi tukaba tugiye Abu Dhabi. Izi ni bisi zaje kudufata kuva Dubai twerekeza Abu Dhabi mu gikorwa cyo kwibohora ku nshuro ya 30. Twebwe tugiye kwizihiza uyu munsi tariki 25 z'ukwa karindwi, kubera ko twebwe tuwizihiza nyuma y'uko mu Rwanda bamaze kwizihiza. Ahangaha rero twari tugiye muri bisi nk'abana mu bakire bari batwereje amabisi adutwara. Mana yanjye, kuvukira mu Rwanda, kwitwa umunyarwanda nicyo kintu cya mbere kinera ishema. Ni ukuri mana yanjye, u Rwanda nta kintu baba batakoze nyine ngo twishime. Twavuye Dubai tugera Abu Dhabi. Ahangaha twari tugeze Abu Dhabi. Iyi ni hoteli twari tugiye gukoreramo. Sale yaho niyo twari tugiyemo. Ahangaha rero twari tuhageze. N'urugendo rurerure, ariko nyine ni amasaha, ndumva harari nk'amasaha 2. Ariko kuko tuba tugiye mu bikorwa by'igihugu cyacu kandi tugikunda, ntako bisa kuvukira mu Rwanda. Iki kintu kirakinera ama emotion n'ukuri kw'Imana. Iyo ndebye ukuntu tuba twitaweho manage, mbuze icyo mvuga. Baba batwitayeho pe birenze. Namwe muraza kubyibonera muri video yose uko gahunda imeze. Rero iyi ni hoteli. Wabonye inyubako se? Inyubako manage. Aha niho twari tugiye gukorera. Nabanje kubereka nyine uko hanze hameze kugira ngo tubone uko twinjiramo imbere. Ahangaha ni muri Abu Dhabi. Murabona ibyiza bihatatse, ibyiza nyaburanga. Murabona ni ahantu heza cyane, ntako hasa. Ndimo kuvuga ku mahirwe twagiriwe yo kwitwa Abanyarwanda, kuvukira mu Rwanda, kugira abayobozi beza. Ntako bisa, ni ishema. N'ahangaha tuba turi nyine tuba twumva ari ishema cyane, kuko duhabwa agaciro ku rwego rwo hejuru kandi ku rwego rushimishije. Rero reka twinjiremo imbere. Murayibona Visit Rwanda. Visit Rwanda. Tugiye kwinjiramo imbere. Ahangaha rero winjiraga ukahita umanukamo hasi. Murabona abasekirite hasi. Warangiza ugahita ufata icyo kunywa. Hari amaji y'ubwoko bwose atandukanye. Nababwiye ngo ntacyo bataduhaye. Nyine ndi kunywa akaji ka pome. Hari kofi, hari ji zose zitandukanye. Kereka icyo udashaka rwose. Buri muntu wese yafataga icyo ashaka kandi wakwiyongeza inshuro zingahe. mbese uko ubyumva. Sasa ngaha abashyitsi bari baje, twari tugiye gutangira. Abashyitsi barimo kwinjira, ikirori navuga ngo ni ikirori, umunsi mukuru wari ugiye gutangira. Reka ibindi tuze kubikomerezamo imbere, dukurikire ikirori uko kimeze, uko kiri kugenda. Murakoze cyane kandi dukomeze kubana. Ubu utarakora subscribe, ndakwinginze ngo ubanze uyikore kugira ngo gahunda zose zijye zikugeraho gatanu kuri gatanu.
Thank you so much. Your Excellency Abdulrahman Al-Hebsi, Director of African Affairs Department in the UAE Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Your Excellency Johnny Mirenge, Ambassador of Rwanda to the UAE. Excellency Ambassadors, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. So it's a pleasure to welcome you to this celebration of Rwanda National Day. We are marking the 30th anniversary of Rwanda's liberation, known in our mother tongue as KWIBOHORA. This day has a program filled with exciting items, including performances by singers all the way from Rwanda to entertain us this evening. We will then help you delve in Rwanda's journey through a very captivating and short video. We will hear remarks from the ambassador, and then we will cut the cake to honor this day. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to tell you that this evening is going to be very exciting. We have a raffle draw. Many tickets to Rwanda or to our destination, business class, economy are awaiting you. I hope everyone will picked at least a lot of tickets. Is the chance yours? Is the chance yours? I don't know. My name is Pierre. I'm happy to be at the MC for tonight, and without further delay, I would like to invite Pamela and Ange. These are the twins, well known in our country for best singing our traditional dance. I welcome them to entertain us tonight. Thank you. They must be getting ready, but they are close to here. What I can assure you that it's gonna be a really very interesting performances. And Pamela, the floor is yours, please.
culture, traditions, and religion. The kings were neither for the Tutsis, Hutus, nor the Twas. They governed and served all equally. But seeds of division were sown, resulting in discrimination and culminating in the beginning of a systematic elimination of the Tutsis in the 1950s.
Yeah, actually, I think very often when people speak of genocide against the Tutsis, they tend to focus exclusively on 1994, but 1994 was the culmination of decades of sporadic, actually not just sporadic, even systemic oppression against the Tutsis, because if you go back to the 1959, 60, 61, 62, 63, when there was this what they call the social revolution, when the monarchy was overthrown, a large number of Tutsis left the country, and from that time they were refused to peaceful return to the country. And if you really want to understand the genocide, you need to go back to that period, because from the period 1962 when we got independence, for me, I lived in Rwanda, I grew up in Rwanda, we had sporadic massacres against the Tutsis. That period between 1959 and 1994 was a period that really reminded you that you live in a country, though you are Rwandese, but you are not really accepted as a real Rwandese.
For Rwanda, the Tutsis were not accepted in their own country. Before its full execution, the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi was well orchestrated. Propaganda was spread through the media while the militia was organized and armed throughout the country. Words will never be enough to describe the horrific atrocities committed during the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. Neighbor turned against neighbor, husband turned against wife, and vice versa. The militia's target was to kill 10,000 Tutsis per day, though with no help in sight. Rwanda had to look inward for a solution to stop the genocide against the Tutsi. The Campaign Against Genocide Museum best captures and documents how the genocide was stopped.
The order by the Chairman High Command General Paul Kagame, which was clear, stop genocide, defeat genocidal forces, and rescue victims of genocide. And when he aired out this order to his forces, he immediately tasked the 600 soldiers who were based here, as I say, who were here, who accompanied the politicians, who were in the preparations for the installation of the broad-based transition government and the National Transition Assembly according to the Arusha peace talks. So when the order was given to the forces, he immediately tasked the 600 soldiers to break out from their initial positions, defend themselves, and rescue victims of genocide in their vicinity while containing and engaging the genocidal forces who were rushing to this building. And then the next room, as you walk through the next phase of this museum, you look at the order by the Chairman High Command General Kagame, an order that was aired out on 7th of April 1994 at Muri, headquarters, which was the Chairman of High Command, headquarters inside. And after giving this order, ACE is also ordering forces to advance through different axes of advance. And when one talks about the order, as I said, it's clear: stop genocide, defeat genocidal forces, and restore victims of genocide. But this order also had a strategic end state. It had its main objective to achieve as we execute this order. And this main objective was to see a situation whereby genocide is stopped, genocidal government overthrown, and peace restored throughout the country.
Through blood, sacrifice, and a relentless spirit, this objective was achieved in July 1994. More to the loss of lives, the country's systems, infrastructure, and economy were all destroyed. In order to rebuild itself, Rwanda had to deal with social, economic, and judicial challenges. 30 years later, a country that was once broken and destroyed can hardly be recognized. The transformation has been described by some as too good to be true. But what exactly did it take to get here?
The deliberate openness of the country to other people to come in the country and invest in the country. One has been very deliberate at that to attract foreign direct investment into the country with the LDB's initiatives and efforts. That is very important, but also the ease of doing business, not only for foreigners but also for Rwandans. I would say would also be a key factor because the private sector is definitely the main engine of development and growth, and also the main source of employment. But we would also deliberate investments by the government to kickstart various sectors. So openness, deliberate government investments, ease of doing business, to me would be the main three drivers. But overall, obviously, security and peace, nothing can progress well without stability. And I think for me, that's the foundation in terms of our agenda.
Actually, as we talk now, our economy is knowledge-based, and it is led by the private sector, and this is seen through the level of investment. We're making as a country lead with local investment, but also foreign direct investment. We are being able actually to attract even foreign investors in terms of FDIs.
And with this clear vision, with the seriousness to accountability, with the implementation, the seriousness of implementation, donors became, were satisfied with what we are doing, and we had more money coming from our government partners. So that's supporting the financing of the program.
Rwanda's visionary leadership and clear strategic plans yielded tremendous results.
Our GDP has moved from a level of $750 million in 1994 to the current level of about $14 billion in 2023. Those are the recent numbers. So that equates to about 19 times multiplication of 19 times GDP over the last 30 years, which is tremendous, which is big growth. That level of GDP growth has been sustained by an annual growth of about 9%. That's, you could say, one of the highest growth rates in Sub-Saharan Africa.
It has been a long and winding road towards rebuilding the country.
The end point of the liberation struggle was to build a state in which each of us is valued and the citizens are always at the center of government action. Even though Rwandans have made huge strides towards this mindset, we must remain vigilant. I'm addressing this message in particular to Rwanda's young people, especially those born over the last 30 years. This country is yours to protect, defend, and make prosperous.
That was the video.
It is with immense pleasure and honor to welcome you all to the celebration of our National Day, marking the 30th anniversary of Rwanda's liberation. I thank you for the honor of being with us tonight to celebrate this occasion, which is particularly special this year for two reasons. Firstly, as earlier mentioned, in this day we celebrate the 30th anniversary of Rwanda's liberation from the genocidaires who in 1994 butchered 1 million innocent Tutsis recent history. From that period of death, destruction, and darkness, Rwanda has over the 3 decades been able to arise from the horror and gone through a healing process leading to unbelievable transformation. As some of you know, Rwanda was almost written off in 1994. As clearly described in the video clip which you had an opportunity to see, Rwanda was resurrected by the heroic RPA men and women, led by His Excellency Paul Kagame, who stopped the genocide against the Tutsis, liberated the country from evil, and engineered Rwanda's remarkable turnaround. 30 years later, we have built a united, safe, secure, prosperous, and open country with an ambitious future. Secondly, we celebrate this National Day today, shortly after the Rwandan people re-elected President Paul Kagame with a landslide victory of more than 99%. On this occasion, please allow me to congratulate my President, His Excellency Paul Kagame. This overwhelming support for President Kagame and the ruling party RPF is a testament to the trust and confidence placed in the leadership of the country and his clear vision for the future. Allow me also to use this opportunity to appreciate the Rwandan community in UAE for joining all the Rwandan people in turning up in large numbers to vote for the President and members of Parliament. You remarkably exercised your right and duty. Mwarakoze cyane, murikore cyane. Your Excellencies, as clearly espoused by our leader in the early stages of the liberation struggle and demonstrated in the video clip, Rwanda's liberation struggle was founded on the right cause of restoring dignity and unity in the country of Rwandans and this was necessary because the past two post-independence governments perpetuated divisions that had been initiated during the colonial era. This was why in 1990, the Rwanda Patriotic Front, RPF and its armed wing, the Rwanda Patriotic Army, launched the liberation struggle to free the country from an oppressive, discriminatory, and genocidal regimes. On 4th July 1994, the Rwanda Patriotic Army led by His Excellency Paul Kagame overthrew the genocidal regime and stopped the genocide in landmark victory marked every year as Rwanda's liberation, fondly known as KWIBOHORA30. The liberation we celebrate today inspired a new era of unity, security, stability, and impressive social-economic development. At the 30th celebration of Rwanda's liberation on 4th July in Kigali, His Excellency Paul Kagame said, and I quote, "Rwandans today are better and stronger than have ever been." End quote. Please allow me to give you a glimpse of the progress we have made over the last 3 decades, focusing mainly on the economic and security pillars. Economically, as seen in the Rwanda's gross domestic product (GDP) has risen from a meager $750 million in 1994 to $14 billion in 2023, and GDP per capita has grown from a meager $125 to over $1,000 in 2023. Despite global economic shocks, Rwanda's economy continued to grow. Last year, 2023, Rwanda's economy grew by a significant 8.2%, surpassing expert predictions of 6.2%. Furthermore, Rwanda's economy witnessed a notable growth of 9.7% in the first quarter of this year, 2024. According to the latest World Bank Global Economic Prospects report, Rwanda is expected to become the fastest growing economy in East Africa with an impressive anticipated growth rate of 7.6% for 2024. are on track to achieving our ambitious Vision 2015, in which Rwanda aspires to become an upper middle income country by 2035 and a high income country by 2050. I can't emphasize enough the role of all Rwandans, and notably the youth, in realizing this ambitious vision through acquiring and employing the necessary skills, innovations, and technology. Indeed, the future lies in the hands of our youth. Our President, in terms of security, over the last 3 decades, peace and security have been the bedrock of Rwanda's stability and development, making Rwanda one of the safest countries globally. In the same spirit, Rwanda continues to lead and support global peace efforts through the UN and African Union peacekeeping missions, as well as through bilateral arrangements. Again, His Excellency President Kagame highlighted this in his speech on the 4th of July, and I quote, "Rwanda seeks peace for ourselves and for everyone in our region. We know the value of peace just as well as anyone else, maybe even more. Where there is a need for humanitarian action, Rwanda will not be absent." End of quote. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate Rwanda's remarkable progress and look forward to a more prosperous future, we are grateful to our partners, including all of you gathered here today. Your Excellency Abdurrahman, please allow me to particularly thank the United Arab Emirates under the wise leadership of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan for being a strong partner in Rwanda's development journey. Our two countries continue to enjoy excellent bilateral relations at the highest level of our governments that are firmly rooted in shared values of an all-inclusive, citizen-centered government model. These strong bilateral ties have culminated in a high-level government visits on both sides, which have enhanced mutual understanding, resulting in the signing of more than 15 MOUs in the fields of security, economy, finance, and technology, just to mention but a few. These excellent relations have also propelled a robust trade and investment partnership to greater heights. I'm pleased to mention that UAE is one of Rwanda's leading trading partners, with total bilateral trade exceeding 1.3 billion in 2023, up from a meager $200 million a decade before. Undeniably, UAE was Rwanda's largest export partner in 2023, accounting for more than 57% of Rwanda's total exports. In terms of direct investments from UAE, over the last decade, more than 14 UAE companies have registered their businesses in Rwanda, with investment commitments exceeding $320 million. Notably, last year, 2023, investments valued at $138 million from UAE were recorded, again making UAE one of the leading sources of FDI to Rwanda last year. Working together and grounded on the warm and friendly relations between our countries, these achievements signal the best shared future ahead and greater potential for continued collaboration between UAE and Rwanda. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to conclude by once again thanking each of you for your presence today to celebrate with us this evening. It is our pleasure to know that we can count on you as we continue to build a better nation and a better world. Please also allow me to appreciate our sponsors tonight, including Wandera, Kiza Group, Rubel Group, and Grand Hyatt Hotel, our host. I equally recognize and thank the Rwandan community living in the UAE, led by Chairman Hassan, I hope he's here. Kaganda for their attendance and involvement in the successful organization of this event, for our embassy and consulate have that have been listening together. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you all for your kind attention. Please, as the MC promised us, the best is in front, is ahead of us. So stay longer, let us celebrate the evening together. Thank you very much.
Beautiful Rwanda. Turi muri gahunda yo kwibohora Rwanda ku mutima. Igipfunsi.
kuyikora tujye tubana ibiganiro byinshi bitandukanye. Uyu munsi rero twaba twitabiriye umuhuro cyangwa se ubusabane mu kwizihiza umunsi wo kwibohora ku nshuro ya 30. Nkaba ndi kumwe n'umutumirwa aha ngaha, reka dutangire tumuhe ikaze.
Murakoze cyane. Ku mazina nitwa Mupenzi Fabrice, nkaba ntuye hano muri Leta Zunze Ubumwe z'Abarabu. Uyu munsi nk'uko mugenzi wanjye yabivuze, hano dufite kwizihiza umunsi mukuru wo kwibohora ku nshuro ya 30. Impamvu itabereye rimwe n'i Kigali ni uko inaha ngaha tugomba gutegereza gahunda z'i Kigali zikabanza zikarangira, bagasoza gahunda bafite iriya, noneho kugira ngo natwebwe baduhe umurongo, kuko ibibera aha ngaha umurongo tuwuhabwa no mu gihugu. Ubwo ngubwo nkaba nishimiye kuba mwantumiye yes turi kumwe.
ahangaha muri UAE usanzwe mukora iki?
Okay, yewe nkora shipping and logistics, nkaba ndi hano airport terminal to arrivals, ariko ubundi nkaba ndi umuyobozi w'itorero ry'igihugu ry'umuco nyarwanda bita uruyange hano, aba kenshi nkunze gufasha no muri bijyanye na protocol.
Okay, ndashaka kubazaho gatoya wenda nk'uko wabonye iki gikorwa cyagenze twihutisha gusoza.
Uburyo iki gikorwa cyagenze neza cyane kuko twagize umugisha wo kwakira bamwe mu bahanzi bavuye mu Rwanda, baje ni abakobwa b'impanga bajya baririmba indirimbo z'umuco nyarwanda. Ikindi twabashije Anje na Pamela, yega amazina yari yagiye. Ikindi twagize ibihe byiza kuba twabashije kuba twabisoje neza kandi byakozwe neza. Ubundi twizere ko ubutaha umwaka utaha niwo dutegereje, ariko iyi event ikaba ivuyemo. Ubundi indi gahunda dufite ni gahunda ijyanye n'umuganura ukunze kuba mu kwezi kwa munani. Mu kwezi kwa munani tuzategereza mu Rwanda batangire, ubwo ngubwo na twebwe tuzakurikiraho kuko umurongo na gahunda zose ziva mu gihugu, ubundi embassy ikaduha go ahead.
Ndashimiye cyane.
Murakoze cyane, nanjye ndabashimiye. Muzajye mukora subscribe, mwongere munakore share kuko babibasaba,
like,
yes,
ndetse na comment.
Kuko ni platform ifasha kugira ngo abanyamuryango babashe kumenya amakuru y'iby'iwabo ndetse n'ibijyanye n'igihugu cyacu. Rwose muzajye mukurikiye iyi platform. Yakwibutsa amazina ya platform yitwa The Real Case. Ndabashimiye cyane.
Murakoze cyane. Reka dukomeze dukurikire uko ikiganiro uko ibirori biri bugende, turakomeza kubagezaho. Thank you so much.
Murakoze cyane.
Ibihe byiza.
Murakoze.
Ladies and gentlemen, because I request the representative to pick the winner for the economy class ticket.
I'm of the economy and business. Man, you're going to get
win this. Oh my God, I can see excitement in the room.
I go, oh my God, exactly.
045. 045.
It comes always, it bonds.
045. Ambassador.
Is the Dean of African Ambassadors, is the one who picked
No way, no way, no way.
Oh yes, oh yes. No, it was no. Nese kuheriki. Kuheriki se. Nawe yakinye. Nawe yakinye.
Bro. Yeah.
This ticket goes to the Dean of African Ambassadors, His Excellency.
And that's fair.
So it's the one who picked the ticket.
Very fair. It's okay. Otherwise, you can.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Watajamu masanara.
this is going to be the last lap walk for tonight and closing the evening. I want everyone to be ready. Who is going to win? I ask the ambassador to pick the winning raffle ticket.
It can be you.
This is going to be a business class ticket round trip to Rwanda. Who is this one? The winner is...
gatatu na kabiri arabuze.
Gente, umuntu ahise afite ukuntu yahita yireba.
You see, we have called someone and he was not here. It means that it was not his or her chance. So this is your chance. You looking at me. The winner is 071.
Wasanga bagiye kumwe wasanga bari mu kayonga na habo wasanga bari hanze muri kinwa gisa
Yasinje
bari kuri kinwa kibyanga bikunda Aya mukomeze mpaka mutugezeho.
Samboza sine kangahe. Yawe ni bari muri zera ariko babona bakugeza. Muze tutari. Izi ni mwazi zawe ziri. Zinchira amateka.
Gato 394 ubuzaho gatoya
Nakose nawe nawe uhari.
nakose aramugabo ni umunyamahirwe kuri abantu bazira imbere ye kubitira ikinyuma ni ukubakuru leta mbasaba indirimbo ngatuma bishyiremo indirimbo
Ese ntabwo bayigurisha. Iyi tike ntabwo bayigurisha.
Bayiteze.
Ese wayigurisha
Dufotore kirasheri dufotore kwako.
iriya ni wino ariko ntabwo imwanditseho yibuka
ushobora gusanga hari procedure bari buze kuyimwandika
nyine barayimwandikaho deja
baraza kuyimwandika
iriya tike buriya nyine ubuganda
oya nziza ni iriya yo gutegera abandi bantu babiri ari ugiye